If you're a football fan, you're no stranger to the highs and lows of the game. Moments of brilliance often share the pitch with jaw-dropping blunders, and it's these shocking misses that often leave fans scratching their heads. Darwin Nunez's and Nicholas Jackson's missed chances. Darwin Nunez and Nicholas Jackson, two budding players, lost quite a few scoring chances of late because of missing the net mark. Nunez, as fast and strong as he is, has failed to convert a number of occasions when a lot depended on it, which is an additional dissatisfactor for Liverpool fans to ponder over. Just like Jackson, who is playing for Chelsea, the fans had also moments when he bumped heads with simple chances, but he tried his best to rectify the situation immediately. Fernando Torres's open goal miss. Let's move on to the opener Torres had at Old Trafford, where he had a terrible haunting against Manchester United. However, the move to Chelsea was thought to be a big £50 million transfer, and therefore, the Canary Man was to be under intense pressure. In the encounter against the Red Devils, he found himself at the end of a through ball past David De Gea with a wonderful, of course, rope, but then he missed the open goal. That instant bequeathed Chelsea's fans a moment to be stunned, with it becoming the keystone of a struggling period of Torres at the club. Peter Van Vossen's tap-in blunder. Then, it is the Rangers' Peter Van Vossen who, in the recent high-key game between Rangers and Celtic, was unable to hit an unguarded goal. Van Vossen grabbed an unbelievable ball from behind and fell face-first toward the goalpost, with what for him was one of the easiest taps in. However, his aim was purely off the target, and that led not the fans only, but even his mates, into shock. Raheem Sterling's miss against Lyon. While the silver lining remains remarkable down the line, the worst day of Matt Sterling's career has unfortunately been witnessed. In a Champions League game between Manchester City and Lyon, Sterling was presented with a clear opportunity of scoring, but fired a shot from an almost perfect distance, which went up and over the bar. In fact, it was certainly a penalty miss at a crucial moment of the match, from which this upset Guardiola and City fans. Ryan Giggs' right-footed fail. Ryan Giggs, a Manchester United legend, was renowned for his left foot, but his right foot wasn't as reliable. In a classic match against Arsenal, Giggs received a golden opportunity to score, but fluffed his shot, sending the ball wide. It was a rare moment of ineptitude from a player usually known for his skill and precision. Chris Iwelumo's 1-meter miss Scotland team regular, Chris Iwelumo, blew the minds of football fans in a bizarre Scottish versus Norwegian clash by missing one of the inexplicable chances ever. 1 meter was all that separated him from the goal. From the cross that he received, nobody would have anticipated that he would not be able to find the target from there. The look on his face after the miss says it all. Complete skepticism. Yakubu's open goal blunder. One of the World Cup game that gave Yakubu Ayegbeni, who played for Nigeria, a moment to throw away was in 2010 World Cup game. With South Korea as its backyard, Yakubu was technically poised to score from an open goal, but failed badly. It was like a moment of pure madness. Anyone could have been a part of it, and their faces captured that astonishment. Nwankwo Kanu's over-the-bar howler. Nwankwo Kanu, the Nigerian striker, enjoyed the reputation of a guy who scored those match-winning goals, but he could not always hit the top points. The case of Middlesbrough game is an outstanding one when Kanu had a chance to score, in which he anticipated a perfect cross from his teammate, but unfortunately for the fan, he sent the ball over the crossbar from a few meters outside the goalpost. It was a straight miss that first broke the laws of logic, and then the physics as well. Rocky Baptiste's show-off fail. Rocky Baptiste from Harrowborough had an open goal and all the time in the world, but he decided to add some flair to his finish. Unfortunately, it backfired spectacularly, and he missed the goal entirely. Sometimes, simplicity is the best approach. Ronnie Rosenthal's shocking miss. Arguably, collecting talent like Ronnie Rosenthal, while playing for Liverpool against Aston Villa in 1992, had one of the most infamous misses in football history. At last it came. A judgment call. He dodged the goalkeeper and had a blunt coup-vee, but instead of scoring, he smashed the crossbar. The drop-off from their superb first leg performance has proved to be a historical blot that the fans of Liverpool still clearly remember. Romelu Lukaku's Manchester United nightmare. One moment that occurred to the player named Romelu Lukaku from Manchester United during the match against Tottenham was a horrible scene when he could not control his emotions and failed to score. Having that chance to score easily in front of the goalkeeper, Lukaku failed to dwell on it, so United fans were even more upset than what they expected. The fate that not only had the boots, but also the boots, were designed by a fan made him feel even more sad. Ilija Sivonjic's goal line disaster. Ilija Sivonjic, who had already prevented another goal scored by the same player, changed this chance to his favor. He was on the goal line for Sabalia against Sivonjic to stop the ball, sometimes not even crossing it, and therefore save his team a goal. It was one of those moments that left all of us with our jaws dropped and asking ourselves, how did that happen? Arnaldo Vera's dramatic failure. One of the worst strikes I've ever seen would be by Arnaldo Vera from the field of Libertad that destroyed an excellent whooping team play. Vera's misassumed an open goal after a silky pest, high up in the air and miles away from the goalpost. It was a moment when everyone organs themselves and started to doubt the shooting technique of his. Van Duemen's mind-blowing Miss Van Duemen from Harkemace Boys had so much time to score that even the opposing team's captain stopped playing, assuming it was a guaranteed goal. But Duemen somehow managed to miss from close range, leaving everyone in shock. The sheer confidence with which he approached the shot made the miss even more surprising. Al-Beloushi's extra time disaster. Al-Beloushi from Qatar had an opportunity to score in extra time and win an Asian game, but alas, his flaw-tainted play proved a fatal misjudgment. Goalkeeper's mistake had Belushi at 6 yards of the goal and needed only to score a goal with his standard foot, but he decided to expense the money and shoot with his weak leg and missed. Al-Beloushi's goalkeeping performance in the match can be described as a missed target beyond comprehension. And although the memory may have been painful, it corroborates the saying that there is no progress without failure. Noah Hickey's Central United nightmare. Noah Hickey from Central United had everything going for him. He had beaten the goalkeeper with a clever body feint, but then things went horribly wrong. Instead of scoring, Hickey managed to completely miss the ball, leaving everyone in shock. The opponent's pat on the back and Hickey's resigned head nod said it all. Aster Vranks' fall from grace. It is a pity that golden chance for the Mechelen's defender, the Aster Vranks, went to waste because he ended up falling on the ball goal bound and not putting it to the net. Every letter which was missed and the pointing duel afterward made this act a standout piece of videos that move us on the internet. These moments remind us that football is as much about missed opportunities as it is about stunning goals. And with that, our video comes to end. Don't forget to subscribe.